Welcome back, Wogglers. So we are still in Zoho Campaigns, and we're doing more about email deliverability. Now, if you have not already watched the previous video that we did on domain authentication and managing senders, please go and watch that first, because this video is not really going to make any sense if you don't have at least mild grasp on domain authentication. Okay, so we're going to be talking about custom return paths. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what in the world is a custom return path? So, an analogy, okay? You are sending a package, and you're sending it to a friend of yours, and you go to the post office to send the package. And you've got their address on it, and as a return address, you put your name. Now, in this analogy, domain authentication allows you to put your name on the top, okay? But as a return address, you put the physical location of the post office, because the post office is technically sending your package to your friend, right? So now you've got their address, you've got your name on the top of the package, and you've got the return address set as the post office. And you send your package. Your friend receives your package, sees your name, but then looks at the return address and goes, that's not where my friend Jessica lives. And so goes, this might be not a good package, I'm not going to open it, I'm going to return it, right? So that is, in this analogy, that package is essentially a bounce email, okay? So what we're doing here is, we're validating that we can, as a return address, instead of putting the post office, we're putting our address on it. So my domain is my address and my name, right? Or rather, it's just my name, and then custom return path is my address, and in this scenario, Zoho Campaigns is the post office, because Zoho Campaigns is actually the one in charge of sending out the emails. We've given Zoho Campaigns permission to use our domain or our name to send the emails out, but if it bounces, we want it to come back to us. So that way, in this, I know it's kind of high level stuff here, and we're getting into the weeds on email deliverability and how security works here, right? But essentially, what this does is it makes it so that the person receiving the package sees that it's to them, it's from me, and the address is the same. And so that's essentially what security settings on your email inbox are doing. They're checking all the emails that come in. They're going to see that the to address is valid. They're going to see that the from address is valid. And then they're going to check what's called the return path for bounce emails to make sure that the domain is the same. And that's what we're doing here, is we're making sure the domain is the same on the return path. You don't usually see this information if an email makes it into your inbox. You can by going and showing, you show the original email, and it will show you all of the nitty gritty, right? But it's very easy to set up. Really, you come in here and it's got your sender domain in it. It goes ahead and it gives you a custom subdomain, and all you have to do is click verify. Now, it's very similar to the way that we did domain authentication. It's going to have a little pop-up here, and it's going to say, here's the information you need to add to your domain host, and here's how you do it, and walks you through the whole thing, just exactly like we did with the domain authentication. So that's how you set up a custom return path. All right, I know that one was really technical and there wasn't a lot of action going on the screen, but it's an important thing to know how to do. So I hope you're having a good one. Go, I don't know, take a breather. See you next time. Woggle woggle.